guys, it's me, Halloween Dan, doing another impromptu, unexpected and unplanned for video because only yesterday some completely unexpected things popped up. Very Halloweeny, of course. I just wanted to kind of weigh in on and kind of give my opinion. It felt like everything just kind of came at once yesterday. We had a whole load of stuff from Spirit Halloween leaking their theming for this year, which it now makes it completely obvious that the theme for this year is graveyard, cemetery kind of stuff because, yeah, I don't think you can watch that promotional video and not realise it's in a cemetery. The tombstones, by the way, look really awesome in that little video. But that isn't what I'm here for today. Today, I'm talking about a company that I don't think I've ever actually spoken about before. Usually Home Depot, Lowe's, Spirit are already sort of making their presence very much felt in the Halloween community. And they sort of already have been. We've had a lot to talk about, and there's lots of good stuff, bad stuff, negatives and positives. But then out of the gate, completely blindsiding nearly everyone within the haunted community, Party City came blasting in only yesterday, revealing a whole mess of props and animatronics that have completely blown everyone's minds because these things look awesome. So let's do this. So again, I'm just going to state, living in the UK, I don't know the difference between a lot of these stores, which ones are good and bad, or the reputations that they have. But I have to say, Party City's one I've not really paid an awful lot of attention to in past seasons. I get the impression that normally they're kind of way at the back of the line of all the sort of stores like Home Depot and Spirit that are usually right up at the front winning Halloween every single year. Then this year, these props are phenomenal. Now, I was going to try and do this video almost like a reaction type, but I was so mesmerized by the thumbnails of these things that I just had to sort of have a look and see what these are all about. So the first prop we're going to focus on is the 12-foot Wendigo. Now, you might remember back in, I think it was either January or February, I talked about the Home Depot Wendigo, which at the time I didn't even realise was a Wendigo. Let's not beat around the bush here. That is a pretty awful prop. I mean, I don't know. I had heard of Wendigos growing up in the UK, living in the UK. This is a mythical creature we don't actually have. This is a fully US born myth and legend, not a UK one. So, but I'd heard of it and I'd seen pictures of it, this kind of deer skull creature with the antlers and the furry and all that kind of stuff. When I saw that Home Depot Wendigo, that was not what I pictured for a Wendigo. I think I described it as an alligator with moose horns. That's what it looked like in that picture. This, however, looks like what I think a Wendigo should look like. It has, of course, that features of the deer skull with the deer antlers, really creepy kind of almost tree-like hands. It's got the kind of fur over its shoulders like a fur coat. It's wearing very plain clothing. It doesn't look overly amazing, but then I assume that this creature would be lingering in the woods, which might explain why it's got some sort of ivy hanging off it too. But of course, one of the biggest and most amazing features of this prop is that it's a 12-foot prop. We all know that 12-foot props there's all kinds of different versions of 12-foot props nowadays. But if I was walking down a high street and saw this as a 12-foot prop, even I think, would have a little moment where I had to think, maybe I should not walk down this street. The next prop we're talking about is actually something I wouldn't really be into, but I can appreciate it, which is a 6-foot Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. Now, it's already been pointed out by several others that Lowe's are also bringing out a Leatherface prop this year. I'm a really terrible judge of these sorts of characters because I'm not really into horror characters. Sorry if you didn't know that about me. I'm sorry if I've let you down there. But I can still appreciate them, and I have to say, if I was to put the two alongside each other, I would actually say that this Party City one looks a little bit better. But I don't know. I have no idea what the action on this is going to be. In the picture, it looks like it could be a static prop, but I have no idea. I'm guessing it's an animatronic. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it does anyway. Then we've got a prop that I think I am very interested in. I would love this prop because it is a 12-foot towering pumpkin creep. Now, pumpkin creep props, there's a lot of different ones about, loads of different versions of this prop. But I don't think I've ever seen a 12-foot version of this before. Again, it's perfectly Halloween. It's that great, creepy Halloween head. It looks like it's going to have some sort of flicker flame effect going on inside the head. It's got the kind of pumpkin vine-esque hands and a rib cage. The outfit is kind of dark with like swampy looking material. It kind of always looks like it belongs deep in the woods or in a swamp or something. It's really, really creepy. It's 12 foot, so I love a 12-foot prop. This should be pretty epic. Then we've got a Scarecrow. Now again, I like Scarecrows. I have a Scarecrow. It's a very basic Scarecrow, but it always... there's something really creepy about a Scarecrow. And this one has this added little surprise because this is a 9-foot drop down Scarecrow. So apart from being quite tall, 9 foot, you know, that's no small size Scarecrow. It's got this cool red glowing eye look. It's the mask, the face on this is a creepy Scarecrow face. Then it just looks like how you would expect a Scarecrow to look, to be fair. But having this drop down feature, which from the description, it starts off high, and as you trigger the sensor, it must drop down, and obviously that's the jump fright. That is a really cool feature, and I think anyone that doesn't jump when this thing moves, you've probably got a heart of stone. Then we've got the 9.5-foot Mega Wolf. Now again, wolf props, there's a few of them about, some are better than others. This one looks really, really cool. It's quite a hulking one. It describes it as this hulking beast snaps its jaws. The teeth on this thing are wicked awesome. They're really, really sharp looking fangs. I like the way they've given it blue eyes as well. That's an unusual feature. And it's quite a dark black fur on this one. So you don't often see that in woods. They're usually brown or sometimes grey. So they've gone for a very dark black fur. And then it's got a very plain sort of basic green outfit for some reason. I don't know why it's green. It looks as though it could have done with being a little bit more torn up for my liking. But it's still 9.5 foot. It's going to be a pretty epic prop. Then we've got a prop that I was only saying the other day, we need more of this kind of prop. Because we've got the 7.5-foot Mad Monster Marlin, which you don't have to be a genius to realise that this is Frankenstein inspired. It's an adaptation of Frankenstein for sure, Frankenstein's monster, I should correct myself, but it's a pretty cool looking Frankenstein's monster. You've got the classic green skin, you've got I would class it as a very Frankenstein-esque looking outfit. You've got the big clumping boots, the brown jacket, it looks like blue jeans almost. He's got chains around his wrists. He's got longer hair than you usually see on Frankenstein's monsters, and I don't think he's got the classic flat top, but he's clearly a Frankenstein's monster-esque creation because he's got the stitched up face and stuff, and it's obviously a mad scientist's monster. So really, really cool. Glad to see a sort of Frankenstein's monster prop. It looks as though Party City are also going to be bringing out the 6-foot neon ice cream clown, which I reviewed in a video only a week ago or so. So if you're a clown nut, go and watch that video where I reviewed that prop. It's actually a really cool clown prop. And if you know anything about me, that's a big deal because I don't like an awful lot of clown props. This looks like a pretty good one, so go check that out. Aside from him, we've got this 3-foot bloody ghost trick-or-treater. It's clearly a ghost with trick-or-treat basket, and it's got blood kind of dripping down from the eyes and around the mouth with these glowing yellow eyes. I don't know what this is going to do. There's not a huge amount there to go off. It looks really, really creepy. It's clearly got these bigger sort of monster hands. Whether it's a pop-up prop or something, it's like a scare prop, I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if it was. But even just at 3 feet, this thing is pretty creepy looking. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what that one does. Then we have another pumpkin-esque prop. This one is the 9-foot possessed pumpkin patch. Again, really like the pumpkin on this. It's a really creepy looking pumpkin. Darkened areas on it. Looks like a really creepy looking pumpkin in its own right. And then it's dressed up almost Scarecrow-esque again, but with these green vines hanging off it. Very basic outfit. No idea what it does, but it still looks like a pretty cool prop, to be fair. And lastly, we have a prop that looks exactly like something I would usually be drawn to, which is the lunging black angel of death. Now, this looks like a Reaper, so that's why I'm on board with this, but it's got other features. It's holding a bouquet of black flowers or roses or something. It looks like it's holding a hook. I don't quite know what the hook's about, but I'm guessing it's like a Reaper-esque kind of a thing. It's got these really light blue glowing eyes that shine out from under the hood. It's got a really cool skeletal looking features from what you can see. And I'm going to guess the movement on this, the main movement at least, is going to be the wings flap. But it's really, really dark, really, really spooky looking. I kind of like the pattern that's on the outfit it's wearing and on the wings. It's very, very different interpretation of a Reaper-esque prop. So I kind of like it. I think this would look amazing in almost anyone's home, to be honest with you, but particularly mine, because it's exactly the route I would normally go for. And that's it. That's them. At least the beginning of it. Party City have promised that this is only the start. There are more to reveal. And obviously these are just static pictures. We have no footage of what these things actually do yet. We will be seeing some footage of the Lowe's props that were leaked earlier on in the season. Some actual legit footage, a bit more anyway, soon, of some of the bigger props that we've all been waiting to see in full detail. So that'll be exciting to see. But for now, I think those Party City props have just they've blown this race wide open. One minute you think you know exactly who's won Halloween 2023, and then something like this comes storming in and absolutely blows it open. I have no idea what else they're going to reveal. I have no idea. I'm excited to see what Spirit bring out. I'm excited to see what else Lowe's have got hidden up their sleeves. I'm excited to see what Sam's Club, the whole range of what Sam's Club is doing. It's shaping up to be a pretty awesome Halloween season. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this really quick rush video today, and I will see you in the next one. Keep it spooky. Bye.